What up, mangakas? I am back on the video. We were One Piece is Civic Village arc of the manga, and my last review on the One Piece manga was literally just a year ago, 2022. My first video on the channel was a One Piece review, the Romance Dawn arc, 2 years ago, and it come a long way since then. I know I haven't posted much. Sorry. I'm currently watching the live action of One Piece right now. Currently on episode 7, just one episode left. 49 minutes. And I'll give you a review on my Kaiser Extension channel, Sizen and whatever. It's gonna be because I'd be saving that for content. Actually, I can say that for Japanese movies that aren't Toku related. Nah, it's easier just to do live. I'm actually gonna say Kaiser Extension for live action adaptations of anime. That'd be its own thing. And so big of a and so we buy my nostalgia channel for live action movies and TV shows. So live action projects that based on TV are based on anime. Those would be saved for that channel. So yeah, I'm seeing what the anime changed on the 1998 manga. The manga's been going since 1998. So I'm already up to the Little Garden arc of the anime. So I'm gonna try my best to catch up on the manga when I can. This is like 20 chapters, by the way, that I read through. On my way, today, for a limited time, you can read all 100,008 chapters for free on the Shonen Jump app. And I'm not lying there either. It's truth. The truth. If you want to read all the manga in one day, go read it on the Shonen Jump app now, while time still remains. Because I don't know if it'll last till tomorrow or a few days. But it's for the fact of the live action series that came out today. So yeah. I've had a delay, let's get into view. So yeah, this chapter the story opens up not in Civic Village. Instead, after Orange Now introduced to a character called Gaiman. I actually mentioned this in my previous review. I might have. It's been literally a year, so I can't remember. So yeah, Luffy. So yeah. So the Gaiman story actually was before the Civic Village arc in the manga, but suddenly it was moved around to be after the arc, so closed the new scenes with Usopp in it. Oops. Again, you probably already know the manga by this point. I am the great Captain Usopp! Anyway. Again, I need a new ship and supplies since they'll ship. So the went to meet the Honorable Liar, Captain Usopp. His introduction is quite different than in the anime. Instead of introducing him saying, the pirates are coming, he does still do that. We're introducing him with one scene, with a pose, saying to him, shit. I don't want any spiders coming through. Anyway, Luffy, sorry. I'm not going to explain the differences. Just read the manga and watch the anime at the same time to see the differences. So yeah. No, I think I mentioned this in my review on the Spirit Village on the Romance Stormark 2 years ago. Anyway, when the manga got an English translation in the West in the 2000s, they had to change the name to had to change Solo's name to Solo. Due to copyright reasons, going for the change more kids did because of the name of the other fictional character called Solo. But that's been how would they avoid copyright? Been here. Zoro originates from Spain, doesn't he? Doesn't the character originate from Spain? The guy with the black outfit. He originates from Spanish countries or some non-English speaking regions, so they have different restriction laws. So I don't see what's the whole point of copyright things. Maybe the copyright system was still in fact in the 2000s, maybe. But that soon got lost when Funimation started to redub it. But Biz just later just changed it instead of instead of re-editions changing it. I don't know why they didn't re-release and purge it. Hold on, actually. Let me just check the manga. No, it's solo in the English translation of the 3-in-1 volume I got. Bought that years ago, by the way. £10 it cost. I just randomly found it in a comic shop, and it was the only way I could get manga at the time, so I bought it. And I could find there's another 3-in-1 edition of 4 to 6. So I'm just gonna buy it when I can. I can buy a lot of 3-in-1 dishes online too. I want to buy the regular volumes just to have a proper collection. Anyway, Luffy. So yeah. Luffy ends up, the crew end up befriending Usopp. Hey, the only place you know that could possibly get him a ship is the mansion up in the hills. Well, the girl there is ill and depressed after losing her parents a year ago. It's just her butler, and a bunch of staff. So the crew, they decided against asking her after, and Usopp leaves. Reason. But later, the Usopp pirates show up, who were absent in the live action adaptation for some reason. Oh, I want to give my opinions on the live action adaptation when I review it. Because it's not, well, I'm still no review anyone, no one has posted a review on it yet. So, they might have, but if not, I might be the first. How do I know? Anyway, let's just get into it. So, yeah. At the end of the Usopp pirates, that Usopp goes up to that mansion to cheer up the girl Kaya by telling her a bunch of lies. Which, actually, telling her stories helps cheer her up. And it's proven she knows they're lies, but just loves the stories. And that's a good mindset to have. The anime is still equally as iconic, no matter what changes it made. I mean, it came out in the 90s when anime adaptations of manga weren't exactly one-to-one faithful. Some things were changed, filler arcs, etc. It was around the late 2000s to early 2010s. That was around the 2010s, I guess, when manga started becoming more faithful. When manga and anime started being more popular to each other. So more faithful. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. Looks like they're gonna get a ship after all. There's some gags that were interesting changes. There is actually a visual change too. The mansion. Being as Kaya zooms on the top floor in the anime, and the tree has a long branch, so Usopp climbs up there to tell a story. But say the original anime, in the manga, the manga, there was no branch on the tree, and Kaya zooms on the first floor. I don't really, I don't get the change, but I'm just saying I don't get it, I don't hate it. That's all. So anyway, Luffy, after Luffy questions only ask Kaya for a ship, they introduced to Clohador, the butler. Yes, he does this to push up his glasses, not. That's interesting. And I'll find out later why. It's actually pretty cool, unique character trait. Seriously. You can't dress up as, if you dress up as him, you could just do. Something abuses me. I probably get Oda wants his privacy, but there's sometimes there's some photos of him where his face is shown. So I'm confused about that. Like, it's understandable he wants his privacy. A lot of manga girls like their privacy. I'm not against that. Like Gege Hakutami, his identity still remains an unknown. As in, I didn't even know, by the way, that the Demon Slayer manga is written by a woman. I didn't know that. Not against manga written by women. I know it's a free country. Well, Japan is a free country. America could be sometimes. You get my point. Anyway, Luffy. So yeah, so he insults Usopp's father, who's a pirate. Usopp just man and punches Clohador. Luffy remembers something. All friends Usopp not to come here ever again. I like the character design. I like how his character design represents what he does. And yes, Oda drew Usopp with a long nose, right? Because it's like the story Pinocchio, where when he lies, his nose grows. So the long nose symbolizes the lies. It's a very clever detail. It's very. I think that's pretty clever, my opinion. So yeah. Alright, during this arc, we have some covers. Most of the covers feature stories of Buggy. But I like how the anime. I should think there should have been their own chapters, mini chapters, like a mini story manga that Oda could have wrote. One Piece, the Buggy Adventures. Show Buggy's adventures all the way up to the Logtown arc. It would be an interesting idea instead of just doing it in cover stories. Maybe Oda didn't have the time since it's a weekly series. So that might be understandable, but I like what the anime did bad. Got them into their own episodes. So anyway, the crew, Luffy, Zoro, Son. So yeah, Luffy goes after Usopp while the others just, Nami and Zoro just weird about. And they meet the weirdest guy ever, a hypnotist. And one of the most comedic outputs is that when he hypnotizes someone, he also hypnotizes himself. It's one of the funniest gags out there. Like how the hypnotist never fall for never hypnotize themselves in the process. Anyway, after the crew, Luffy, anyway, Lucy tells Usopp that he knows his father, Yasop, being a member of Redhead Shanks' crew. Being, being of Redhead Shanks' crew. A brilliant sharpshooter. Right. They spot Rojo about having a conversation with his hypnotist, Django. Or as the English translation of the manga puts it, Django. With a D. Django. Django. The Django. Django. Oh yeah, it might be in the mistranslation of the manga or the anime. I don't know. I really don't know. You actually know which is right. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that Kurohojo is really a pirate known as Captain Kuro, who's supposed to be dead, and he plans to kill Kaya and take her inheritance. After Django hypnotizes her to write him a will that leaves everything to him. After that, uh, they think they kill Luffy by hypnotizing him to sleep after Luffy reveals they know what they're planning. And they leave Usopp alone because he knows no one will believe him. Usopp does attempt to warn everyone, but no one believes him. Even Kaya doesn't believe him. So the crew, I've been in One Piece fan for about 2 years, maybe 3. I don't know. Depends on when I actually bought the series on DVD for the first time. Just watching the arcs for the first time. Great experience. Anyway, so yeah. Tells the also pirates about Kurohojo. He said Kurohojo is a lie. I'm gonna call him Kuro by the way by now. Well, the others believe him, and so he's gonna protect his village no matter what. So our trio helps him out. So it's a trap, but by now they come on a different shore. So yeah, Nami accidentally transfers Zoro down, but she uses Zoro to escape. Luffy and Usopp chase after her. Usopp's the only one to arrive and tries to stop him, but no, Nami too. Then she shows up. Nothing good. Usopp gets injured. Unlucky, Luffy and Zoro showed up. Zoro's pissed at Nami, obviously. And prepared to fight. After Django's hypnotized, Luffy also got hypnotized by accident. Well, yeah. But he gets put to sleep easily. I love that hypnotizing gag. So now Luffy on commission. Zoro ends up facing off against two of the crews known as the Meow Bomb Brothers. Took two of his swords. Nami again, and Kuro shows up. Nami also got his shoulder injured. She managed to get the swords back to Zoro. As he takes down the Meow Bomb Brothers, but still struggles thanks to Jungle hypnotizing. Nami uses distraction to wake up Luffy. So yeah. So the crew kind of finds out the truth about what Kuro's done after he injured Mary. And now fencing with a gun, but can't do anything. And Usopp pirates are there. Usopp gets one last request for them to protect Kaya. Luffy ends up facing off against Kuro, Zone, Usopp, after Zoro defeated the One Brothers properly this time. They lost to Kaya. Usopp pilots were brave and he managed to rescue her, but Luffy faces off against Kuro, Yoshi's plan to kill everyone that knew his secret as Kuro. Everyone in the Black Cat Pirates. But Luffy does not like people like that. And then Gum bells him in the head. Beating him. Usopp asked Kai and the Usopp Pirates to keep everything they have in a secret. So they'll just never know what happened. After spending some time recovering from the injuries, Kai wants to thank the pirate crew, and get them on the ship. Now, in the manga, it was referred to as the Merry Go, at least in the English translation. But the anime calls it the Going Merry. I think Going Merry sounds a little bit rolls off the tongue better than Merry Go. Sounds like you're saying it's just Merry Go round without the round. Usopp decides to go on his own journey too. But also ends up joining the Straw Hats as the ship sniper. As they set sail on an adventure. Sky she wants to be a doctor. As the arc comes to a close. Good story. So, yeah. That's the village arc in the manga. I think I got a little more detail in the anime, maybe. So, if I have, go check that out. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe and want to see more. Subscribe to the channel and location maybe a day or this comes out future. And I deeply apologize. This was a year late. I'm very sorry. Thank you. I'll see you all next time. Crazy Diamond out.